Hey, good morning. So today I am making puff puff and beans. So let's get straight into the video. First thing you want to do is to pour a cup of warm water into your bowl. A pinch of salt. This is optional. Oops, that's too much. Just a little salt. It can get too salty if you put much. I'm adding just a pinch. Okay. Sugar. I'm using half of this measuring cup. If you're on the sweeter side, you like sugar, you can use a cup full of this or even two, depending on what. I don't like it sweet, so I'm using just half cup of sugar, adding it to my water. Okay. Next thing is my yeast. This is the yeast I'm using. I'm using just a sachet. So open this up. Everything inside the bowl. There. This is how it looks. So just gonna stir my yeast to mix with the sugar and the salt. I want it to mix evenly. Those lumps and same. I just want to get them scattered and melted. Okay, I'll just wash my hands and come back. I want the yeast to melt with everything inside to just be even. I don't want those lumps in my yeast. So here we have it all even. No more lumps. And now this is the flour I'm using. All-purpose flour. And now we're just gonna mix with the water. Mix properly. You want an even consistency. I think this is just perfect. A cup of warm water and 2 cups of the flour. Okay. Now, if you're mixing it and you feel like it's strong, you can add a little bit more of warm water, depending on what you want. So, but looking at this, I think, let's see. I'm just going to add like a quarter of warm water to it again. It's a little too thick. Look at that. So I'm going to add a little bit more of warm water, just a quarter, about here, not up to half. Here we go. I'm not putting all at once. Let's see. I want to be careful. I did not put all the quantity of water I want to bring. So you mix thoroughly. Just mix. I'll show you the consistency we are trying to achieve. You don't want any lumps. You have to make sure that there are no lumps and everything is even and smooth. Okay. I think I have a problem here. I think it's a little too light again. So I'm going to add a little bit of flour. It's okay, it's okay. You have to, it's okay to go back and forth so you get what you want. It's very okay. It's very okay. Alright. There's a particular texture you need to achieve here. You don't want it too light, you don't want it too strong. I think this is just perfect for me now. Look at that. This is perfect. Look at that. You see, look at that. Perfect. This is what I want. You want to get something like this, but not so. You know, the one we just did before we added some more water. It was a little too light. Look at that. Perfect. Good. So at this point, we're just going to cover it up and keep it to rise. Okay. We good. I'm going to cover it and let it rise. We'll leave it here to rise. We are going to be doing deep fry. It's deep fry. So this is what I've prepared. This is my silver coriander bowl. I just fit in some foil paper. So when I fry, I'm going to be putting it in here to keep it hot. And here is a strainer and my frying spoon. So after I remove it from the oil, I'll put it in here to drain some oil first before I transfer into this bowl where it's going to be served. And there is my oil. It's deep fried. So that's my oil. Let's go see how the flour has been doing. Let's see if it's rising properly, and we can now dive into frying. So for now, I'm going to turn on the heat so that the oil gets hot. I'm going to turn on my heat. Let my oil get hot. Let's go and see how the flour is doing. Hello, so I just brought our flour, our puff-puff mix. So this is the moment of truth. We are going to see if the mix was perfect. Let's see if it's rising perfectly, and we are just going to start frying right away. Immediately the oil is hot enough to start frying. So moment of truth. 1, 2, 3. Yay! It's rising. It's risen. So let me hold my hands again. Okay. This is how we're going to know how it's doing. Look at that. Ooh, perfect. Perfect texture, perfect everything. Everything is just perfect. Look at that. Perfect. This is amazing. Exactly how you want it to be. Perfect. So for now, I'm just going to wait for a little more I'm just going to wait a bit for look at that. That's an amazing texture for puff puff. Look at that. I want to wait for the oil to get hot properly, and then we're good to go. Good to start frying. Look at the dough. The dough is just, ooh. I love when my dough comes out exactly. Look at the texture we're talking about. It's not too thick, it's not so light, just enough. So you're going to have a puff-puff that is not too strong and that is not too soft. So this is how you make your own puff-puff using your flour. And again, some flour are not so good with puff-puff here. I've been trying a lot of flours and I'm having issues. If you don't want to go through the stress to mix your own puff-puff flour like this, I have somebody here. I have somebody who sells puff puff mix that is already prepared. Everything is already in their right proportions. All you need is just to get your warm water and just put it inside, and that's it. You will not have to go through this process. So if you're someone who doesn't like all this kind of procedures, you can just hit me up in the comments. I'm going to link product there. It's just perfect. I've used it before and it's really nice too. So if you don't want to go through this process of doing your own with your own flour like this, you can buy the one that already has everything in its right proportions, and you just go ahead and fry. So there. So I think our oil should be hot enough by now. So this is what you do. You're going to you grab like this, okay, and you squeeze your hand and let it drop. Okay, you grab another, squeeze your hand like this, let it drop, grab another. Look at that. See how beautiful that looks. You squeeze. I think I'm making it so big. You grab like this. Okay. You squeeze the end of your hand like this. And let it drop. Look at that. Keep adding. I'm going to add like 2 more because my frying pot is small. Add that. That's looking good. And let me see if we can do one more. Perfect. Okay, yeah, oh good. It's frying so perfectly. So I'm just going to wash my hands. It's all sticky. So that I can hold my spoon and work on the next batch. Let me wash my hands. Yay! Our puff puff is just doing fine. Okay, look at that. Perfect. Just the way we want it. My bowl is small. If you have a bigger zip bowl, I recommend you use it. This is what I have. This is what I'm using. So you just have to stir as it's getting brown on other sides. You just want to make sure you stir it. Okay, good. So let's look at that first one that we put when this is the one we put on fire when oh, it's still good. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it well. How is my camera acting like this? Let's see. So it's perfect. It's just perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Yum. So, ooh. If you're trying this and you're at this stage, you're just doing fine. Perfect. Perfect. This is just perfect. Perfect. So I'm going to remove it, starting with the ones that are the first ones that I put, that same browner. Oops. I'm really struggling because of the size of my frying bowl. Golden puff puff. So let's move on. So we'll do the same thing I taught you. You grab a handful like this, okay, and you squeeze it from under like this. See what happens when you put it. Just watch. Another handful. It doesn't have to be this big. If you can squeeze it in smaller quantities. Okay. It doesn't have to be this big like I'm putting it. Just I think I'm going to add like 2 more, looking for some gap in there. Just clean my hand and just let me see what can be left of my hand and just add somewhere there. Perfect. So let's have the second batch. So by the time this one gets ready, this one here would have drained and I will send it right in here. Let's check out puff-puff, the second batch. I'm going to stir it now so that the areas that are not in the oil can go in. It's okay to have them stuck together like this because you can have some sticking together like this. Is very okay, but you just have to try to turn the sides. You can't cook one side and the other side is brown. I'm really struggling because of the size of my frying bowl. Okay, so just turn it around. You want to make sure the sides that are not yet in the oil should go down. Just turn it like that. Okay. When we were small, when our mom fries puff-puff and it sticks together like so, and you're always excited to take the ones that are stuck together. It was just fun having puff-puff that is stuck together like so. Okay, I think it's well. Perfect. So we'll let this one cook perfectly and we are going to move this one this way and this one this way. So let's do it right now. Take this one. Good. Okay. So let's start checking the one that is completely brown on both sides. We can start taking it out. You don't want your puff-puff to burn. You want to maintain that golden color. Okay, I'm going to take this one out first, the small one. You have to be careful when you're using a small bowl to fry. If you're not careful, the oil can spill on you. Right now, I want to take it out. I think the next batch, I'm not going to put it this much. I'm going to put just a little, like 4. So I got this one. Get this one. totally perfect. So I'm going to take out those remaining 3. They are thick. I just wanted to make sure that they get ready properly before I remove them. So we have that in there. While it's draining, we're going for the next batch again. Ready? I'm going to rinse my hands to get it wet. So I'm going to grab, as usual. At this time, we're not going to put much inside. We are almost done. It's no longer much. So I'm going to reduce the sizes so that I don't struggle when it's already frying to remove it. So I'm trying so. I'm going to reduce the quantity, the sizes. Let me just add one small one again. No, leave it at that. I don't want to struggle again. So we'll come back and turn it around and do the last one. We are almost done. Look at that. The bowl is almost cleared up. Okay, let's see how the third batch is doing. So it's time to turn it around. So you see this one that I did not put much. I have room to stir freely. You see. I think the second batch that I did, I really put much and they were too big. So we are soon going to transfer this one to the main serving bowl. So you see that when it has room, it's like it's stirring by itself. Look at that. When there is enough room for the puff-puff, as it's swelling up, it's stirring. It's moving from side to side. Wow, this is just amazing. Okay, because there is room in the frying bowl for it to freely move. So when you're frying, don't put so much such that it is stuck and it cannot move freely like this. So I'll soon be removing that one. I'm going to transfer this one now. I'm sure it must have drained at least. There. We are rounding up. So let's take it out. I'm going to rinse my hand again and get it wet for the last batch. So before you do you put it, always make sure you wash your hands, and it has to be wet. It's basically the last one remaining. Thank you so much for watching till this very point of our video. If you like it, if you enjoy videos like this, please encourage, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. The small one left on my palm. I'm going to just like make one small cute puff. There, we are done. So immediately I'm going to fill up water in this bowl so that it doesn't get dry and stick, and wash my hands, and we are good with our puff section. So let's move this one. Beautiful. So the last one is almost ready. Thank you for watching. I'm really grateful. Look at this one that I want to eat. Okay. See how it is inside. Perfect. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Our little puffpuff. Hey, we done. We are done. So we'll just let this one strain again, and we are going to put it right here and serve. Yay, good job.